You're welcome to Lagos Update on the City of Lagos TV show on TV Nigeria, where we keep you posted with current news information across the city of Lagos. First, the recent press briefing on year 2025 appropriation law by the Honorable Commissioner for Economic Planning and Budget, Moshofepelu George, on behalf of the Ministry and Government, gave a clear statistical breakdown and progressive roadmap of the budget presented by Governor Sanwo-Olu, which is a budget of sustainability with a focus on continuity, resilience, and shared prosperity for every Lagosian. He highlighted the performance report and strategic initiatives to deliver on the budget set objectives.
Mr. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, we presented the year 2025 appropriation bill of 3.005 trillion on Thursday, November 21st, 2024, to the Lagos State House of Assembly for consideration and approval. After extensive bilateral discussions with all MDAs in the states, an additional 360.88 billion was earmarked for key infrastructural projects that address priority areas. The year 2025 budget of 3.367 trillion was signed into law by Mr. Governor on January 9, 2025, and has been crafted to promote our city's sustainable growth and development. To give a bit of background on our 2024 budget performance for going to 2025, the 2024 budget was revised to a total of 2.467 trillion. It had a total revenue of 2.080 trillion and deficit of 387.125. The capital to recurrent ratio was 61 to 39, with capital expenditure at 1.515 trillion and recurrent expenditure at 952.431 billion. As at November 30th, 2024, the budget had performance stood at close to 87%. Revenue performance was well over 100%, at close to 106, whilst capital and recurrent expenditure performed at 81 and 97% respectively. Looking at our year 2025 budget and estimates, the budget for sustainability is not just a fiscal document, but is structured around providing economic stability, environmental stewardship, and social equity to ensure that Lagos continues to thrive sustainably for generations to come. The year 2025 budget emphasizes on key 5 pillars: infrastructure and environmental sustainability, economic diversification, social inclusion and human capital development, and governance and institutional reforms. Rejuvenating and revitalizing multiple sectors within the state still remains this administration's focus, whilst acknowledging Nigeria's economic challenges, particularly high inflation and the effect of the removal of petrol and foreign exchange subsidies.
In response to some fundamental questions raised by some journalists, some cabinet members gave clarification and assurances on the budget.
We performed over 100%. This is unprecedented. That is number one. Then secondly, what also is the normal debt sustainability ratios? Because the most important thing about debt management is the sustainability ratios. Like he said, in Lagos State last year, our sustainability ratio is just about 20%. How does that compare with the global standard? World Bank ratio is about 30%. The national ratio of Nigeria is about 40%, and ours was just only 20%, which shows that our debts are being managed very, very well.
It's important to mention to you, just as it has been said earlier on, we would emphasize in completing ongoing projects. You may recall from the last quarter of last year, we've been commissioning projects. We've commissioned projects in Koshofe, Ifako, Etiosa, Alimosho, Ikeja, Amuwo, Dofin, totaling 27 roads. I assure you, Mr. Governor, is still ongoing with the completion of projects.
Our capacity with respect to ensuring that Lagosians don't suffer from flood incidents statewide. And so we've also captured here critical drainage infrastructure across the immediate division. That's Ikeja, Badagry, Ikorodu, Lagos, and Ekwe. That's across the 57 local government and LCDAs. So what we want to do here is to ensure that we keep ramping up the resilient infrastructure that will help us mitigate against the impact of climate change. Last year, we did so much. And yeah, we had serious rain incidents, but we had bits and pieces of flash flooding statewide. And what the governor has said is we have to improve on that and provide more infrastructure.
The Lagos State government is mindful of the running of government, how we can cut down cost. So Mr. Governor is ensuring that some of agencies that are having to rent offices outside are brought into our government facilities. That's why there's some concentration on completion of a multi-agency building, such that by middle of this year that will be completed. It's been going on for a while. Also our revenue house also. So the completion is also I think first quarter of this year, whereby we can relocate some of our agencies back to that place. And also there's immediate division projects that are going from Office of Works also, where the government will also have a touch on all division in terms of facilities, infrastructure and buildings, and all what we have. So
the budget for this year is one that is quite sustainable and intentional. Talking about completion of projects, I would like to also mention that most of all our projects are intentional, and we ensure that they also do link up. The Otedola bridge that the SA works spoke about, as Ministry of Transportation, we're also doing the junction improvement for the Oyedepo road to complement that particular road. Because of the influx of traffic that bridge would bring, we had to quickly get on the junction improvement for that Oyedepo Allen, such that it would complement that road and be able to carry that traffic.
And still on Lagos update, the Lagos State Industrial Policy Consultative Assembly and Validation Workshop, proudly organized by the Lagos State Ministry of Commerce, Cooperative, Trade and Investment, recently signaled a revolutionary drive to foster a vibrant and sustainable industrial landscape for Lagos State. The event saw in attendance representatives from various ministries, departments, agencies, members of the organized private sector, and the chambers of commerce. In her opening speech, the Honorable Commissioner of the Ministry enunciated and highlighted the strategic relevance, objectives, and rationale for the workshop.
As the world transitions towards a new era of economic modernization driven by technology, sustainability, and global competitiveness, it is imperative that we recalibrate our industrial policies to align with both domestic imperatives and international best practices. Accordingly, this consultative assembly is not just a meeting. It is a call to action. It is a platform for us to deliberate on policies that will define the future of our Lagos, the Lagos industrial sector, ensuring that we're not just keeping pace with change, but actively driving it. The validation of the Lagos State Industrial Policy 2025 to 2030 is a defining moment, one that signals our readiness to elevate Lagos into a hub of industrial excellence, where businesses can thrive, investments can flourish, and job creation can be maximized. The importance of industrialization cannot be overstated. A robust industrial sector is fundamental to achieving economic diversification, reducing dependence on imports, fostering innovation, and accelerating wealth creation. The theme of today's assembly speaks to our commitment to creating an enabling business environment that encourages sustainable investment, infrastructure development, and industrial growth. Pillars that are essential to achieving the objectives outlined in our Themes Plus agenda and the Lagos State Development Plan, LSDP 2052, outlined by Mr. Governor Babajide Olusola Sanwo-Olu. Moreover, as we navigate the challenges and opportunities of a post-academic global economy, the industrial policy must be viewed as a strategic tool for economic resilience. The disruptions caused by the COVID-19 pandemic exposed vulnerabilities in global supply chains and highlighted the need for stronger local production capacity. Lagos, as Nigeria's commercial capital, must lead the change.
And that's the picture on Lagos Update on the City of Lagos TV show on TV Nigeria.